Welcome to Bipolar Talks, the space where we explore the inner landscapes of bipolar disorder, one story and strategy at a time. If you're here today, take a mindful moment, wherever you are, however you're feeling, to just breathe. You're not alone in this. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode. Your support helps us grow this supportive community and reach more people who might need to hear these conversations. Today's episode is all about something that may sound simple, but is profoundly powerful. Daily routines that help stabilize mood. Especially for those of us living with bipolar disorder or supporting someone who is, routine can be a grounding anchor in the ever-shifting tides of mental health. Let's start with a question. What happens when life is unpredictable? For people living with bipolar disorder, unpredictability can be more than just inconvenient, it can be destabilizing. That's because the brain thrives on rhythm. Mood, energy, and sleep all follow biological cycles called circadian rhythms. When these rhythms are disrupted, mood episodes can be triggered. This is why routine matters so much. A stable daily rhythm acts like scaffolding for the brain. It offers structure, predictability, and safety. Especially during early recovery or maintenance periods, having a regular schedule can reduce the frequency and severity of mood swings. So whether you're navigating hypomania, managing depression, or striving for long-term stability, routines are a powerful tool. What part of your day feels most out of control? And how might a routine help? Let's begin with the morning. How you start your day matters. For many with bipolar disorder, mornings can feel like climbing uphill, especially during depressive phases. But setting up a reliable, calm, and empowering morning routine can help signal to the brain, we're okay, we're safe, we have a plan. Here's a sample mindful morning routine. 1. Wake at the same time every day, even on weekends. This trains your circadian rhythm. 2. Hydrate. Drink a full glass of water first thing. It's a simple signal to your body that the day is beginning. 3. Light exposure. Open the curtains or step outside. Morning light regulates melatonin and helps stabilize mood. 4. Mindful moments. Whether it's deep breathing, a short meditation, or journaling, spend a few minutes setting your tone for the day. 5. Medication check-in. Take your meds, if prescribed, at the same time every morning. Consider pairing it with a habit like brushing your teeth to make it stick. These small steps aren't about being perfect. They're about showing up consistently with care. What does your current morning routine look like? And how do you feel after it? Did you know that when you eat can be just as important as what you eat? Blood sugar fluctuations can mimic mood swings. And for those with bipolar, that's the last thing we want. Regular, balanced meals help regulate energy and mood throughout the day. Here are some food-focused routines that help stabilize mood. Eat at consistent times. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner should be roughly at the same times daily. Avoid skipping meals. Skipping meals can lead to irritability, fatigue, and even hypomanic symptoms. Balance your plate. Include protein, fiber, and healthy fats in every meal to keep blood sugar steady. Watch caffeine and alcohol. Both can destabilize mood, disrupt sleep, and interact with medication. It's not about perfection, it's about rhythm. Giving your body the fuel it needs on a schedule it can rely on is a form of emotional self-care. Have you noticed how your eating patterns affect your mood? If there's one routine you commit to after today's episode, let it be this: prioritize sleep. Sleep is the #1 predictor of stability for people with bipolar disorder. Both manic and depressive episodes are often preceded by sleep disruptions. Tips for a stable sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens an hour before bed. The blue light disrupts melatonin. Create a wind-down ritual. Whether it's herbal tea, reading, or calming music, signal to your brain that rest is coming. Limit naps. They can disrupt nighttime sleep patterns, especially if you struggle with depression. When you sleep, your brain resets. It heals. It regulates hormones that influence mood. If mood swings are the waves, sleep is your anchor. What's your relationship with sleep right now? And what's one small change you could try this week? Exercise isn't just about physical health. It's a mood stabilizer in its own right. Research shows that regular movement reduces depressive symptoms and may even help prevent manic relapses. But the key word here is regular. We're not talking about boot camps or marathons, unless that's your thing. We're talking about consistent, moderate movement. Examples of grounding movement routines. Morning walks, get light exposure and boost serotonin. Gentle yoga, especially beneficial for reducing anxiety and promoting mindfulness. Stretching routines, great before bed to calm the nervous system. Scheduled movement, same time daily builds rhythm. When you move, you shift your energy. You release built-up stress. You create a predictable beat in the dance of your day. How does movement currently fit into your routine? And how might you reconnect with your body mindfully? For many living with bipolar disorder, work life can feel like an emotional roller coaster. Routines that structure your time can create clarity, prevent overstimulation, and offer a sense of mastery. Here's how to create rhythm in your day. Use time blocks. Allocate specific times for tasks, emails, deep work, rest, meals. Plan breaks. Don't wait until you're burnt out. Build breaks into your schedule. Limit multitasking. It increases anxiety and stress. Focused time blocks are your friend. Celebrate completion. Check off tasks no matter how small. Completion brings closure and satisfaction. Your schedule is not a prison, it's a pathway. A routine gives your brain a sense of control, and that can reduce the emotional chaos of the day. What's one part of your day that feels chaotic? And how might a time block calm it down? Evening routines are about softening, letting go, telling your mind, it's okay to rest now. A gentle evening routine might look like digital sunset, no screens after a certain hour. Reflective journaling, write down thoughts, emotions, or wins of the day. Light stretching or a warm bath, soothing the nervous system. Consistent bedtime. No matter how your day went, let your bedtime be your rock. When your body and mind know that rest is coming, they begin to cooperate. Your cortisol drops. Your heart rate slows. You begin to exhale. What's the last thing you do before bed? And is it helping or hurting your rest? Mood isn't just biological, it's relational. We're wired for connection. But for people with bipolar disorder, relationships can become destabilizing when not handled mindfully. Try building routines around emotional and social well-being. Weekly check-ins with a friend, therapist, or support group. Scheduled alone time, especially important for managing overstimulation. Regular therapy sessions, they provide structure and insight. Mood tracking, daily journaling or apps to observe patterns before they spiral. Emotional regulation is not just about self-control, it's about self-awareness. And routine gives you space for that awareness to grow. When was the last time you checked in with how you really feel, not just what you're doing? Sometimes, routine breaks down, and that's okay. The goal is not to be perfect, but to have something to return to. Especially during early signs of mania or depression, pre-planned coping routines can be life-saving. Crisis prevention routines might include emergency contact lists, support people, psychiatrists, crisis lines, in case of episode plans shared with trusted loved ones, grounding kits, items that help calm you, textures, scents, affirmations, sleep restoration routines, for when insomnia begins. By building these structures ahead of time, you give your future self something to hold on to. What helps you during your hardest days? And is it part of your daily rhythm yet? Let's take a moment and imagine your day. From sunrise to sleep, what would it look like if you had consistent rhythms for your body, mind, and relationships? What would change if your routines were shaped by compassion instead of perfectionism? Routines aren't punishment. They're protection. They're self-love in action. Especially for those with bipolar disorder, they're not optional, they're essential. So what's one small routine you can start tomorrow mindfully and gently for your well-being? Thank you for spending this mindful time with us here at Bipolar Talks. If this episode helped you reflect on your routines, or if there's someone you think could benefit from it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it forward. Let's build this community of understanding, one voice, one rhythm at a time. And as always, This YouTube video is for informational purposes only. Please consult a licensed professional or mental health expert for personalized guidance and care. Until next time, stay grounded, stay kind to yourself, and keep showing up one routine at a time.